Hi, do you know this August month is considered as a immunization awareness month? Yes, it is important to know about the immunity. Let's coming to the point. What is immunity? In simple way, this is your ability to defend against diseases and infections. Yes, your body have your own defense system to fight against the diseases. Then why we are unable to fight with illness? Nowadays we can see the increased patients inflow to the hospitals with varieties of illnesses and sickness. Day by day we are seeing increased numbers of hospitals, doctors with advanced and modern medical facilities, and n number of specialities and super specialty faculties to serve the patient needs. Even though doing all these things, it's not at all sufficient. Still there is a lack of doctors and hospitals. For this big question, there is a simple answer. This is only because of our unhealthy habits and low immunity levels. What do you mean about low immunity? We all have same immunity since birth. To build it or to get down is in your hands. Healthy eating, good exercise, sufficient sleep, mental health will build your immunity. Unhealthy habits, unhealthy lifestyle and improper sleep and the stressful life will definitely dull your immunity. To create this immunity awareness, in this August month, we will discuss and debate about the immunity and practice the immunity booster programs. There are two types of immunities, as everyone knows. It's active and passive. Let us define what is active and passive. Active immunity results when exposure to a disease. Organism triggers the immune system to produce antibodies to the disease. Active immunity can be acquired through natural immunity or vaccinations. Natural immunity is acquired from exposure to the disease organism through infections with the actual disease. But the vaccination induced immunity is acquired through the introduction of a killed or weakened form of the disease organism through the vaccine. Either way, if an immune person comes into contact with the disease in the future, their immune system will recognize it and immediately produce the antibodies needed to fight. Active immunity is long lasting and sometimes lifelong. Passive immunity. A newborn babies acquire passive immunity from their mothers during pregnancy. Passive immunity is produced when a person is given antibodies to a disease rather than producing them through his or her own immune system, like blood products such as immunoglobulins, which may be given when immediate protection from a specific disease is needed. The major advantage to passive immunity is that protection is immediate, whereas active immunity takes time. Usually several weeks it will take to develop. However, passive immunity lasts only for few weeks or months. Only active immunity is long lasting and lifetime. Immunization saves millions of lives and is widely recognized as one of the world's most successful and cost-effective health interventions. Vaccines save 4 to 5 million lives each year worldwide from infectious diseases such as hepatitis, diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, whooping cough, measles, and polio. Our human body's immune system is specially designed with special organs like bone marrow production, thymus gland, lymphatic system, and the lymph nodes. So here are the two main barriers which will protect us from the illness. One is a physical barrier. Skin and mucous membranes protect us from all types of pathogens. Skin is a largest outer coating of our human body. From head to toe, we are protected with this skin. Similarly, the internal linings of the respiratory tract and the digestive tract, their linings are mucous membranes which will protect us from the pathogens. So here are the chemical barriers like tears, sweat, stomach acid, saliva and mucus. These all the chemical barriers will wash out the pathogens. The tears, as we know very well, the sweat glands which will secrete the sebum. Sebum can protect us from pathogens, stomach acids, whatever we will eat. The saliva itself will destroy some pathogens. And if it is passed through the stomach, their acids can destroy. So mucus in the respiratory tract, all the debris and the foreign substances can be produced as a mucus and we will spit it out as a sputum. This is how our body will protect from the pathogens. The blood is having a special elements to protect from the infections. Blood immunity refers to the body's ability to fight off infections and diseases, primarily through the components found in the blood, especially white blood cells called leukocytes. These cells, including lymphocytes and phagocytes, also known as neutrophils, circulate in the bloodstream and are crucial for recognizing and eliminating harmful invaders like bacteria and viruses. The white blood cells, leukocytes, are primary barriers in the blood immune defense system. Lymphocytes, a type of white blood cells that includes B cells and T cells. B cells produce antibodies to neutralize threats, while T cells directly attack infected cells or help coordinate the immune response. Phagocytes like neutrophils and macrophages. This is another type of white blood cell that engulf and destroy pathogens. Antibodies are the proteins produced by B cells that bind to antigens, markers, and pathogens to neutralize them and signal other immune cells to attack. Antigens, if any substance that the body recognizes as a foreign and triggers an immune response. This is how blood immunity works. The first, it will recognize the leukocytes, particularly dendritic cells, identify antigens on invading pathogens. Next, it will come to the activation. The detection of antigens triggers an immune response involving the activation of various white blood cells. And the third step, it will come to the response. The B cells produce antibodies while T cells either directly destroy infected cells or coordinate the overall immune response. Then the next step is elimination. Antibodies and phagocytes work together to neutralize and eliminate the pathogens. This is how our blood immune system will work. Our body immune system will recognize all these processes and will memorize the type of pathogen, the type of immune response has happened in our body. So the bone marrow, thymus gland are the most important role they will take. So they will memorize the process and the pathogen. That's why the vaccines are most important. These vaccines are weakened pathological organisms, are disease organisms, are killed disease organism, which will introduce into the body in a small amount. In fact, this vaccine doesn't create any harm to us, But these pathogens which are introduced to our body through the vaccines, our immune system will recognize and the immune work will start. That's why we will get fever and our body is sick. We will maintain it for 24 to 48 hours. If you got these symptoms, your vaccine is successful. Who got sick for the 24 to 48 hours are really successful immunization has done in their body. That's why never worry about a fever whenever you get a vaccination. So this August month is totally discussing about the immunization program. Educate everyone regarding the immunity, teach them and tell them the importance of immunization. If our forefathers and our parents are not taken a proper importance of the immunization, we might be not allowed till today. We might be affected with the polio or diphtheria or something else, a credible disease, and our life will be gone. So, to protect our next generation and our children, it is important to know about the immunization program. Every government hospital is providing the immunization with the free of cost. Better visit your nearby government hospital, register your name and your children's name and your woman name, take the benefits of the vaccines which are given to you and protect yourself and your family and protect the next generation. You no need to pay a single penny for that. The government is giving very best vaccines to everyone. So always utilize these services. Don't waste your money by purchasing outside vaccines. Utilize these services. Protect yourself, protect the next generation, protect your children and entire family members. Okay, thank you.